सारे सत श्री अकाल एंड वेरी गुड इवनिंग एंड निगा स्वागत तुहाडा सारिਆਂ ਦਾ जिथे भी दुनिया के देश ते देख रहे हो मेरा शो मैं तुहानू जी आखदी हाँ टू माई हैल्थ शो जिहड़ा हर सोमवार हुंदा 9:40 ते और एक घंटे के शो दे विच बहुत कुछ तुहानू दस्सिया जाएगा, बहुत ज्ञान मिलेगा, बहुत कुछ तुसीं सीख पाओगे, बहुत कुछ एहसास होएगा अपने घरां विच की प्रॉब्लम्स हैगे ने और किहड़ियां चीज़ां सानू खराब करियां ने। आई एम जस्ट डायसैक्टिंग थ्रू social problems, health problems, physical problems, mental problems and ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ nutritional support and lifestyle changes and remedies tailor make ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਈਆਂ ਨੇ to the public at large is to do with after the consultation. So ਇਹ program ਥੋੜਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ advice but ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਦੀ ਦਵਾਈ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ lifestyle changes ਕਰੋ। ਦੋਨੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ कई बार डॉक्टर की दवाई नाल जो मेरा न्यूट्रिशनल आयुर्वेदा होम्योपैथी फ्लावर रेमेडीज डाइट एंड लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस है ये बहुत वधिया कॉम्पलीमेंट कर दिया ने एक दूजे नाल। दक्षो लाइफ इज़ लाइक अ सी, सो अपनी जिंदगी एक समुंदर वंगर है जिहड़ा दरिया का कोई बिगनिंग ते कोई एंड नहीं है। आपां कह रहे कि तीजा हिस्सा जिहड़ा दुनिया का ग्लोब हैगा धरती, बाकी पानी है और पानी दियां छल्लां कित्थे जा रही कित्थे जाके उन्होंने वापस आना किहड़े किहड़े समुद्रां विच जाके राइट फ्रॉम एटलांटिक इंडियन ओशन अरेबिक ओशन अरेबियन सी इंडियन सी एटलांटिक ओशन ये इन्ना वड्डा रब ने दुनिया दे विच पानी दिता आपां नूं ऑन दिस अर्थ। कोई भी चीज़ अपने नाल दुनिया दे विच रहिंदी नहीं आ बट जस्ट टू वॉट रिमेन्स इज़ अपने यादगार साडियां मैमरीज साडे लव्ड वंस दियां साडे घर वालों दियां साडे बच्चियां दियां जिहदे नाल जिन्हां दियां दरियावां जां जिन्हां दे समुंदर दियां छल्लां जां उन्हां दे जिहड़े उन्हां दे पॉजिटिव फीलिंग्स है वो साडे दिल दे विच हिट दे विच रहिंदियां ने। ये चीज़ां जिहड़ियां कि समुंदर दे वेव्स हैगे ने कमिंग टू अस हिट अस जिदा समुंदर दियां छल्लां आंदियां ने एंड वी फील कूल। आपां समुंदर ते जाने ने वी गो फॉर अ हॉलीडे ब्रेक ते पहली थिंग आपां देखदे कि चिट्टी सैंड होवे एंड वी लव द सी वेव्स एंड इट गिव्स अस अ फील गुड फैक्टर। So life is like a sea, folks. We are moving without any end to it. There is no end to this sea. There could be something that will happen in our life which might be a brick wall, at which point we say I never expected this in my life, but that brick wall if we rise above it and move with the waves, move with the glide, move with the ocean, move with the flow, then we can come out of that trouble. But if we go against the flow of the sea waves, then we'll be lost in that cyclone of that wave and we'll be just sinking into that wave. पानी दी जड़ी दरिया तुसी देखो it's in a cyclonic kind of figure and it goes down to a pinpoint and the way it comes out and the circle grows bigger just like you throw a pebble in water. This ripple of good feel factor and this ripple of feeling good will spread out into the family. If one person is unhappy or there's some problem in the house, this ripple of waves will affect everybody in the house. So welcome to the show. मैं आज और बहुत वड्डा इशू हैगा या साडी community विच and coming up always with something to do with the news of the world, the news raised by the TV media. A lot of my shows that I do actually they raise issues 2 weeks or a month later. A show which I've done before, but I'm actually going to open up more doors to this, which is childhood mental depression is a big problem. Also that saying that in 10 years children as young as 10 will start showing Alzheimer's disease, which is a condition which affects the cognitive behavior of the brain. That is serious. We need to be thinking ahead with a call in the background that what do we do for our children ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ 5 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ 10 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ। I hope you will take information from my show come for investigation with the nest scan, with the lifestyle changes, but not just saying, okay, if I've saw it at Tuck Maria, it is going to be one thing that's going to change your life. Don't window shop. Lifestyle changes, nutrition, Ayurveda, naturopathy, homeopathy, body scanning, sometimes having Ayurveda massages and detoxes work amazing. Different shows, different concepts, and a show that's not been done on this status in any other TV. So let's roll on. 2 to 10 children are suffering from a mental disorder. That is a huge problem. From the age of 15 to 16, it's even rising more. 3 in 4 children in every class have some sort of depressive symptoms. This is today's time and age, folks. 3 to 4 children have depression of some kind. 2 in 12 children are self-harming themselves, that they will try to harm themselves, try to harm their body, try to get attention by bulimic conditions, by anorexic conditions, by harming their body with things that could make them bleed. That's a serious problem. Over 10%, over the 10 years, figures have increased by 68%. So if from 10 years, these figures have increased by 68%, what is going to happen in 10 years? I need to make you aware through what I can do and through what cases come to me through the nest scanning and nutritional support. Let me take you to this journey in this hour of the night. I hope you can take some positive information before you retire for the evening. Welcome. More than half of adults all have mental health problems where they are diagnosed in the childhood, but they slip out from the system and they are not kept track of. So je childhood de vich depression siga, adult de vich jaake ho gaya, but somewhere along that line, the child was not treated, the child was not supported. Come to adulthood, through university, they'll crash out. At work, they might crash out with depression. They might have childhood issues from the past, which they did not detox. They did not remove it from their mind. They did not talk to somebody. They did not seek support. They did not get support. A child can hold so much information secretly without telling, because they have that, there's so much distraction in life, but there are so many broken homes, so many broken marriages, there's so many social problems, there's so many drugs, there's so much peer pressure, there's so much IT pressure, there's so much pressure for designer wear. Life has become complicated. Let's not take this life as a designer life. We are here to enjoy this Mother Earth and this wonderful life. But as a parent, we are here to ripple out good happiness and harmony in a home. So we as parents have got a function, not to just get what our child demands are, but to help our children to feel emotionally balanced. And there's huge social problems in Punjabi homes, and especially up north. We are finding more and more cases, and very sad cases. Sometimes I do not stop thinking about this issue and how I can assist them further. So keeping a track is very important to get treatment properly. Over 10,000 children are under severe depression every year. These are children. I'm not even talking about teenage children. I'm not even talking about adolescents, and I'm not even talking about children who've gone into university. The symptoms of these kind of depressions will be total frustration, helplessness, miserable, and they feel useless within themselves. They feel isolated. They might have weight loss or weight gain and lack of patience, snappy. Mother ne kehna bacha jiddi a, krodhi a. But explore more what's happening with the child. Why is he krodhi? Why is he jiddi? Why is he showing tantrums? I'm taking you to a journey, and I'm going to be opening 3 or 4 different other mental disorders which are in our community, and that is really leading on to a lot of misery in families. 75% of these children have behavior or emotional problems. So 10,000 बच्चों जो, they are 75 to 80% of these children have emotional problems. They are the most vulnerable people in society, but society has ignored them. 95% of the young offenders ਜਿਹੜੇ offend ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ to doing some sort of uh, maybe stealing, maybe drugs, maybe a car stealing, maybe stealing from home, maybe fighting, street fighting, maybe getting bad into bad company, have mental health problems, and they have more and more social problems, and that's a huge disorder. 15 to 18 age ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, that is very critical when the education jumps from one level to a very high level of A levels, and that's when depressions kick in, that's when children can't cope, and that's when parents sometimes say nahi tu doctory karni hai, nahi tu eh karna. Some parents can't even guide their children. Some career and most careers jehde helplines hege do not give children the good advice, and there is definitely, it's been tripled to date today to 2015 that these figures are rising. 1.5 million children from the age of 15 to 16 have mental disorders. This is the late figures. 500,000 children of 5 to 10 year age have mental disorders. This is every year. We are having huge problems. 650,000 children from the age of 11 to 16 are also showing school stress and mental disorders. We did not have that distress. What was wrong? Or what was better in our time? Was the food good? Were our parents great? Were we having less television? Were we exposed less to social media? Did we as siblings sit down a lot more and chat? That's gone out of the window. Families don't sit and talk. Families don't have meals together. There's a huge problem within the family society and within the network of the family. Yet we have the most found and great network system. Mental disorders, which anxiety, lot of anxiety. 500,000 children have anxiety disorders. That is huge problems. 15,000 in 6 to 10 year children have serious depressions. That's another big problem. 250,000 children from the age of 10 to 15 at this present time have anxiety. In USA, 6.4 million children have got depression, and 8.4 elder children have depression, and there is a 42% increase in depression and mental disorders. I'm also going to be exploring about severe ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And a lot of this is misdiagnosed, but I've had amazing results from the NEST scanning and the NEST scan that I do, where I get rapid changes, and parents SMS within days that their child has slept longer for the first time, more happier, eating better, less rowdy, less tantrums in the house. And this is doing through the NEST scan. So much sympathetic situations happen where parents cannot control children. We cannot hit children. Where we used to get our, not we, but in India there was whiplashing in school. There was the Kali Jutti maa baap di, ke Kali Jutti to dar lagda hunda siga. With due respect, some children did get a beating in school, and beating in school has now been stopped. It is not allowed. Child beating or whipping was a common punishment in in 60s and to early 70s. After that it stopped, still carried on in some private schools. Hyperactivity, overactivity would be an issue, and they'll be seriously unfocused, these children. So, we need to explore what is happening to these children that we can help them with. And these situations of ADHD symptoms can just lead on to saying that bacha jiddi hai ya. They'll have, the children in childhood will have difficulties sustaining attention in school. So the teacher might say nalaik ka bachcha chhad ke dekho. They'll be easily distracted. Again, the teacher might say he's not attentive in class but doesn't know the real problem. The child does not listen at home or in school, cannot follow through, cannot be focused. He cannot organize himself, like kapde sut dene floor te, booka nahi chakniya, homework nahi karna, and loses important items, forgetful, kitthe rakhya, ki rakh liya. But these symptoms take you on to adulthood if this child is not helped or assisted through nutritional support, through diet, through what I do in Ayurveda, or the remedies we make which are made per person. ਇਹ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਕਲੀਨਿਕ 'ਚ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਆਫਟਰ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ। ਫੋਨ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਹਿ ਦੇਣਾ ਭਾਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਵਾਈ ਭੇਜ ਦਿਓ। ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ 0788680591। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਾਲ ਐਟ ਸੋਸ਼ੀਏਬਲ ਆਵਰਸ। ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਓਪਨਿੰਗ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਹੈਗਾ 8 AM to 7 PM। ਇਹੀ ਬੁਕਿੰਗ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਰਮਿੰਗਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਸਡ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਐਂਡ ਇਨ ਆਈਵਰ। ਔਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ਖਬਰੀ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ, ਮਾਈ ਨਿਊ ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਬੇਸ ਇਨ ਬ੍ਰੈਡਫੋਰਡ on Leeds Road. So that will be on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday for patients from up north, coming right from Glasgow, from Doncaster, from Liverpool, coming down to Bradford, and all these people are very happy. Again, at adulthood, ADHD, the attention deficit ਜਿਹੜਾ hyperactivity disorder ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ they'll have difficulty sustaining attention. Meetings ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ they cannot take part. Reading or paperwork they cannot cope. Jobs have become very seriously very competitive, slow and very inefficient. And proper time management is a big problem with a lot of people. They run on IST time, which is called Indian stretch time. I have a very bad habit and I run on GMT time, which is the British time. So I arrive to a place in time without causing stress, without wearing a watch at any time, and disorganized all the time. The child would be very disorganized. ADHD ਜਿਹੜੇ symptoms ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, really they'll feel very stressed, and the past history ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ explore ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ is very important. With the NES scan and the scanning I do, it liberates that child who's trapped in that prison, and ਉਹ ਇੱਕ sort of ਇੱਕ cage ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੱਝਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਬੱਚਾ, how to get him out of that entrapment with amazing minerals and ionic information, which is the energy medicine. You can check my website at vitality&rejuvenation.co.uk, or just type in Dr. Manjeet Kaur, MANJITKEUR, and that will take you to my website. And explore more and understand about NES scan. It's just amazing how I can free the child from that shackles and that prison the child is locked up in. ADHD is still not understood and is misdiagnosed. A lot of things come into this: fast foods, colorants, fizzy drinks, and with the fast foods, obviously lack of good diet goes out of the window. A lot of these children, ADHD children I explore, actually suffer also from colon parasites. As a colon practitioner for the last 3 decades, this is the first thing I would explore. Itchy, fidgety child may have anal parasites, may have parasites seeing foggy in the eyes. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਮਲਾਪਾ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ? Yes, I have had cases where children were so foggy they could not see beyond this 1/4 inch opening, that I can just see the screen. As soon as I found out and explored what was wrong, within 2 to 3 days the parents said the child is sitting still, he's now not asking questions, he's not the funny, he's concentrating, and for the first time the child is playing with the siblings, with the brother and the sister. This is the amazing feedback we get from parents. So parasites are a big problem, but only naming a few. Also discovered that certain areas ਜਿਹੜੇ brain ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ 10% size ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ chemical changes ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, and the brain can have some sort of inflammation, 10% of it. That has also been investigated. The Zika virus that has attacked South America, and the known fact sadly is that children of 10 to 19 years have got the highest pregnancy. Kids producing kids. This is Kaljug. Guru Nanak Dev Ji de time ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਲਯੁਗ ਇੱਕ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਏਗਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ 10 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚਾ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰੇਗੀ। ਉਹ ਕਲਯੁਗ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਦ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। Get children from 10 to 19 years in South America are producing children who have got the Zika virus, where the brain has not fully developed and the head circumference is small. And in Slough, a neighboring town where I live, over there young mothers actually encourage their daughters age of 12 to before 15 to fall pregnant, have a child and jump the social housing benefit. That is a kid producing before she's even physically developed. To produce a child, dump it with the mother while the child, mother herself, young mother, has not had any education. Then she heads up into packing industry or an office-based job, or go back to mini courses. And the grandmother, who's already on social income, and their behavior and food and social economics is a bit tight, bless their souls, will then put that child to street, who will become streetwise, and that behavior pattern carries on. And that's heavily, very heavily encouraged by young mothers in these kind of areas. In Slough, it's very high. Polish and Romanians, young pregnancies very high. Europe as well is a huge problem. Africa, young pregnancies is a big problem. So really we need to look at that. Smoking during pregnancy can trigger off. There is no issues, and I can't keep hiding this fact that it's a call channel. I should not discuss it. Punjabi mothers, sadly, I have been, some of them start smoking from the young age of 12 or 13, and carry on smoking secretly, carry on smoking through a marriage. Even sometimes the husbands are very suspicious, but they are, they hide their problems, carry on smoking through pregnancy. Premature deliveries, producing babies that are just about under a pound, 750 grams to 950 grams, leading on to serious problems. And that's low birth weight can produce all these other symptoms where the child's cognitive cells have not developed within the brain, the lungs, the heart, all the things have not developed, although these children are great fighters and they do live. And obviously, some injuries at birth, those are sometimes unforeseeable by the mother. Some studies have shown, obviously, and a lot of studies, actually more and more studies are coming up, and also on the television talking about sugar, saying, oh my God, there is about over 9 teaspoons of sugar in a normal coffee, which you're getting in most of these coffee bars, where they're putting in coffee syrups and flavoring syrups. And what they physically did live on television was counted the amount of spoons that came up to a 3/4 glass of sugar. And they were told to stop the sugar by the government. And what did these people say was, it's going to take them 5 years to reduce the sugar to a lower percentage and stop the syrups and get the public to acquire a new taste of reduced sugar. It's so funny that a lot of studies have shown that excessive watching television of children before the age of 2 have future attention problems. This is a serious condition that's come up, that do not expose your child before the age of 2 to television. American guidelines are children under the age of 2 should not have any TV screen exposure. But children are born with the remote control usage, I think, while they are in their stomach, in the mother as a fetus. Children know how to operate a remote control. They know how to operate a phone. I think IT andron hi sare sikhi ja rahe ne while they are being in the baking process for the 9 months. Let me take you. Stay tuned. Do not turn off this remote control. Do not change to another channel. I have to tell you so much more about ADHD. This behavior problem, and why Alzheimer's and depression is a chronic condition that in 10 years our children will be having depression and Alzheimer's. Stay tuned on this show with Manjeet Kaur, which I'm hosting.